Incredible guitar player joining us on the show in Rabea Massaad. Rabea, how are you, sir? Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. It's really cool to be
You've just
here.
flown in, I think, haven't you, today?
Yeah, we arrived this morning.
Yeah.
Thing.
Of course, YouTube sensation and everybody's favourite guitarist. We've also got Rick from Art of Guitar, the Ultimate Guitar Shop. How are you, Rick?
How are you doing, Mark?
It's very good. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's been almost a week, 2 weeks, I think, hasn't it? And we also have Max Taylor-Grants from Neural DSP, which we're going to be finding out all about. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's a real pleasure. Great to see you. I want to start off with this connection of Dubai with your Rabea, because it's a great story. Tell me about it.
Well, it's actually where my parents met back in 1983.
Wow.
So my dad and his brothers played. They had a residency, I believe, at the Jebel Ali Hotel.
Did they really?
And my granddad, my mum's dad, my granddad was working out here with the Air Force, I think it was.
Okay, yeah.
At the time. And my mum had come out to visit him, and they were staying at the hotel. And very quick story, and my dad and his brothers were sort of playing the same sort of repertoire every night, same sort of stuff.
Yeah, same songs.
Michael Jackson, Bee Gees,
yeah,
Stevie Wonder, whatever. And my mum came up to him and said, "Do you know any Deep Purple?" And my dad was like, "Who's this woman? This is amazing." And then
this is the woman for me.
Yeah, that's kind of how it started.
Do you know any Deep Purple? So you're here in Dubai for some very special workshops. Just tell me about what you're going to be doing whilst you're here.
So I'm here along with Max, of course, and some of the guys at Neural DSP. I'm one of their artists. I have like a software-based product with Neural DSP, and I make a bunch of music and songs and all that kind of stuff with it. And the general gist is that they have hardware as well, like a guitar pedal type processor.
Yeah.
And what we do, Max and I, Max is the technical brains.
Right.
He knows how it all works to the minutiae detail. I get to play, and Max sort of educates us all on how it's actually all working. And
all right, so we've got to come to Max. Educate me, Max. Tell me just generally about this product and you know what you actually work on.
Yeah, so I look after artist relations at Neural DSP, and we make a guitar processor called Quad Cortex, which is a kind of like guitar workstation you can do and not just guitar, but like some music tool that you can do kind of infinite possibilities with. And a lot of my job has been to teach people how to integrate it in their systems, how to use it, what you can do with it, because it's a tool, and if you don't kind of know how to use it, then
you're not going to get the best out of it.
Well, it's not even that getting the best out of it. Like, there's so many possibilities, and you just have to help people get to where they need to be. And I've been touring and working with Rabea for longer than Neural's been a thing, and we've been creating stupid rigs and making funny noises for a long time.
Well,
so now
I'm just going to play a little clip of some of this fabulous music from the incredible Rabea Massaad. Something called Arrival.
Oh, okay, cool.
What do we know about Arrival?
What's
the story on it? Yeah,
it was actually a piece of music I wrote for the launch of some of my signature model guitars with Ernie Ball. But interestingly, everything you're hearing in terms of guitar sounds is created using Neural DSP.
Oh, that's a good job I picked that one then, isn't it? Let's have a listen.
Yeah.
Just an awesome tone. Tell me about that line of guitars, the Ernie Ball. Tell me a bit more about those.
So I'm sure you know who Ernie Ball are. I mean, they've been around since
the guitar
70s,
strings.
They do the strings. They're most famous for making bass guitars. Like
are they really?
Back in the 70s, the bass guitars were like their big thing, and they started making guitars. Most famously with working with John Petrucci from Dream Theater, who is a huge name in the guitar world. They've just got bigger and bigger over the years, and they're a great brand, family run still.
Okay, right.
And I got chatting with them through a mutual friend, and obviously Max is a huge fan of Ernie Ball, Music Man. So when he got wind of it being a thing, he was like equally excited and
trying to push.
He was trying to influence,
get involved.
But in any case, they're built out in the US. They're fantastic custom shop quality guitars. pretty expensive.
And you've
but
got your own signature one, haven't
I have
you?
my own line of them, yeah, which is kind of a dream come true. It's crazy, to be honest.
Awesome colour. Ask him about the
Go
colour.
on, what colour is it?
So there are two colours. One is called the Frenzied Flame, and the other one is called Vile Blood.
Vile blood.
They're references to one of my favourite video games.
Yeah. And would you play a certain style of music on your signature guitar? Is it very much a rock player's guitar?
I mean, I cut my teeth in heavy rock music, but I was brought up on everything from rock to things like Bee Gees to Michael Jackson to Stevie Wonder.
Well, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Bands that you listened to growing up, and your first ever guitar. Tell me what your first one that you ever picked up.
It was my dad's 1979 US Fender Strat.
Probably the one that was up at Jebel Ali, eh?
Yeah. It's pretty good guitar to start on. But yeah, brought up on all sorts of music. Eagles.
Yeah.
Some of the heavier rock bands from England, like Thunder and stuff. Extreme.
Yeah.
Loads of stuff, really. But eclectic. So it's always been about trying to pull all those influences in to my playing and writing.
When did YouTube come into your life, and just how important has YouTube been for your career and development of your career?
YouTube, I started doing in 2011. I think it would have been roughly around 2011. And to put it in a nutshell, it's kind of responsible for everything that's kind of happened for my music. It kind of gave me a music career through a friend of mine who was already doing it, who told me to get on board and crack on making video content. That's how I met Max. It's how I met all my friends, that band members and stuff, and the companies I work with. And then not only that, it like evolved into other opportunities. Things like, we mentioned earlier, the Stormzy gig and stuff, just all came through social media. It's like a new platform for musicians to have a career.
Yeah.
Back in the day, in the 90s and before, it was about being scouted out by A&R and all that, right place, right time. Whereas now, if you've got something about you as a musician, whatever the instrument you play, and you put yourself out there online, and people start to share it and follow it and become fans of it and stuff, and you engage directly with them and build your own fan base, brands and stuff like that, that's valuable to them.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Fantastic. We're going to come back and find out a little bit more about this Stormzy gig and exactly what you're going to be doing in Dubai, what type of things people can come along and pick up and learn from you, and also a bit more on this Neural DSP. It sounds absolutely amazing.
More of The Night Shift is coming up next.
On the UAE's #1 talk radio station, Dubai Eye 103.8.